Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, hi, my name is Mikaela. I am a freshman at the University of Miami. If you're anything like me, you're probably looking for ways to make some money while you're in college, and sometimes the traditional, like getting a job on campus, doesn't necessarily work with your class schedule, or if you're doing extracurriculars also, it can be really hard to squeeze in the hours required for getting an on-campus job. I personally will have 19 credit hours next semester, so I don't really have room in my schedule to be able to do like blocks of hours that like most on-campus jobs require, which is part of why I started looking for different ways to find and like make a little extra cash in a different way. And I found a few different things that I think would be really helpful to share, so I just wanted to share those in this video. Side hustle number one is survey apps. I know you've probably heard of these kinds of things before, but basically you just make an account on an app and do a bunch of surveys, and they each pay like different amounts, and some apps are definitely a lot better than others. I looked around like on blogs online to figure out which ones to try, and I've only really found like a couple to be particularly successful. So I'll start with the first one. It's called SurveyMini. Basically, SurveyMini, you have to keep your location services with them turned on, and when you go to different places, usually after you go to the place like a few hours later or like the next day, they'll send you a survey saying, hey, how was your visit to this place? If you didn't actually go to that place, you just went near it, you just say no, and you still get points just for saying no. You don't even have to do the survey. But if you did go to the place, you can say yes, and it gives you like a short little survey to do, just saying like how satisfied you were with the visit, basically. Super easy, and you get some points. It gives you rewards, but I've heard that none of the rewards actually work, and they're not usually for places I would really care to go to, so I never even tried to redeem them. But what is actually the helpful part is that you can get points in the app, and those points add up to getting gift cards. It takes a lot of points to get to different gift card levels. So like I've actually had this app for several years, and I'm like just about like becoming eligible to get a $50 gift card. But for something where you don't have to do all that much for it, I would recommend it in that way, because it's kind of just like a passive thing you do. The surveys take like 2 minutes, but that's not the big money-making type of survey app. So the next one I will recommend is called Junkie. Junkie is a lot better than the other app, and this is the only one I've actually found to have like a lot of success with. It's not some kind of like get rich quick kind of thing. It's more so like if you do things like kind of passively in your free time, like it can add up to like a fair amount. I actually just did a survey on this app today, and it took me like 30-40 minutes, I think. Most of the surveys, you can do surveys that are like 10 minutes or under, but if you want to but there was one that popped up today, and it was like $9.65 for like, it said a 60-minute survey. It didn't take me anywhere near that long, but I did the survey and I just got $9.65. So that was like super easy thing that I just did while sitting on my bed here, where I'm not doing anything otherwise. So if you're looking to try and find a way to make like some money while you're just chilling in your free time, this is a good way. It's also great when I'm just like standing in lines, or like my parents are going grocery shopping and I'm just with them kind of doing the little survey on my phone, just when you're bored. It's like pretty easy to do, and every day they'll send you something that's like a 1-minute survey, and you get 10 points, and I think like each point is 1 cent. So like if the survey I did was 965 points, I got $9.65. And it's like a really easy app to use. Like there's always like a lot of survey options, which is really good, especially if you go to the website on your computer. So that's something I definitely recommend. And then the next side hustle I would recommend is Poshmark. Poshmark is a way for you to list items, usually clothing, but now you can do like home items and stuff that you have just like lying around that you don't really use anymore or wear anymore, and you can basically go on there and try and sell them to buyers. I think I downloaded this app in like January of last year, but I didn't list anything until May, but that thing ended up selling in like 2 weeks, so I definitely recommend this one. I think I've made like $130-ish to date just through Poshmark, and it's not something I've like committed like tons of time to. So especially because I didn't really have that many listings, but if you post like a lot of listings, like there's a good chance something's gonna sell, especially if you have like name brand stuff. I'll like list my Poshmark closet below. It's at MIKAELACHERELLE, same thing as this YouTube channel. And if you use my sign up code to sign up for the Poshmark app, you and I both get $10. So if you want to help a sister out, you should use my code, and I'll list that below. But yeah, you get $10, so easy money just for making an account with them. And basically you just like take pictures of your product, put it on there, add a description, you put in like the original price, the price you want to sell it for, and then they give you a prepaid shipping label when someone purchases your product. So I actually just dropped a Poshmark product off in the mail today. I got an order at like 1 a.m. this morning, and then I went ahead and shipped it out like a couple hours ago. So it's super easy to do, like isn't really time consuming at all. But you do have to invest like a little bit of time in like trying to build up followers and like learning how the social media aspect of the app works in order to get your clothes seen. But if you have like really good name brand products, like the thing I sold the fastest was these like Hunter boot socks. I had Hunter boots like back in middle school, and I'd gotten these boot socks for them, but they didn't fit it was because they didn't actually fit the type of shoe that I had. Like these socks were for like the mini boots, and I had like long ones. And so I just went, and I'd never opened the box before because we realized too late that they didn't fit. And so I ended up listing them on Poshmark, and they sold in like an hour. So that was like a really fast sale. I think I got like $20 or something. So that was like really easy and convenient. And I don't even have like a ton of followers on the app, but compared to like how much people on Poshmark, like people have like hundreds of thousands of followers on there. It's not like Instagram at all, because it's kind of advantageous for you to follow people. But yeah, so I think that's a really great app for making good money, especially if you're really good with like photography, kind of design in terms of like making your pictures and product look really pretty for pictures. Like that'll make your stuff sell fast. But yeah, once again, I'll drop my code below for that, so take a look. And then the next few things I haven't really done myself since being in college, but I know the really good ways to make a little extra cash. First, pretty self-explanatory, babysitting. That's like an obvious one that I'm sure you all know about, but especially if you're like staying in your same home city or hometown, like that's such an easy thing to do, like on your off days or like weekends. And I actually have a friend in college. She's from France, but somehow she found some connection in Miami, and they actually like paid to Uber her to their house to babysit her kids. So like that was some easy money she got, and all she had to do was like watch the kids for a couple hours. Not going to go into any more detail on that because I'm sure that's an obvious one. And then the next one after that is these apps called Rover and Wag. They're basically dog walking apps. You can like walk a dog, or you can, I think, pet sit the dog or have the dog come to your house and just play with them there and just take care of it for the day. So like that's a really good way, especially like the dog walking. Like if you have a dog at all, like you know how to walk a dog, so it's not very hard. And I feel like if you're missing your dog, this is also kind of a good way to like help with your little homesickness, I guess, of missing your dog. But I don't have a car, so I can't exactly do this school year, and I'm not gonna Uber to walk a dog and then Uber back to campus because like I wouldn't make any money from that. But I think that this is a really cool way for college students to make some money. This one's also a super obvious one, but tutoring. I think most college campuses probably have something that you can sign up with to tutor other students on campus. And I don't know if you do it through your college, if like you can get paid, how much you get paid for it, or you can just do your own independent like tutoring service and stuff. But also, in addition to tutoring, just like selling your notes to other students or like selling your old textbooks and stuff is really helpful to people. Once again, I haven't done that before because I'm a first semester freshman. Like, who was I gonna tutor? but I think that's something that I could look into in the future. Another self-explanatory one, but it is becoming an Uber slash Lyft driver slash Uber Eats, you know what I'm saying, or Postmates. These are like easy, simple ways, well, easy, I don't know, I've heard Uber and Lyft drivers don't necessarily enjoy doing this, but if you do have a car on campus, then this is like a good way. You can just take people for rides in your spare time, and you can make money that way. And of course, I have sign-up codes for the Uber and Lyft apps and Uber Eats, so I will drop those below. Those aren't sign-ups to become a driver, since I'm not a driver myself, but if you don't even have the Uber, Lyft, and Uber Eats apps, I am dropping my promo codes below, so if you sign up for those, I think you get like $5 off your ride, or $5 in your account, so recommend using those codes. This is one that you probably, or maybe not, have really thought about, but becoming a brand ambassador is a really good way to make either extra money or just get discounts as a college student. There are so many different companies that do these brand and college ambassador like programs. Like honestly, if you just Google brands, like they probably have something like this. But like some good examples I have are Victoria's Secret Pink has a really good campus ambassador program. It's like a really good network of people, and I think like the summer before the fall semester starts, they fly all the campus ambassadors to their headquarters in Ohio, and they have like this like really cute, really fun looking like pink event, and I think the campus ambassadors get like discounts on things all throughout the year. They get some free like merch and stuff. And so that's a really cool thing. So that's something that doesn't pay directly, but like the benefits you get from it is really cool. And I think they actually just took a bunch of like campus ambassadors to New York recently, like at high performing schools. So like free trip to New York, like who wouldn't want that? Some other brands that do this are like Sephora, Aerie by American Eagle. Actually, I have a friend here at Miami who has been doing that this past year, and I think she gets like discounts on stuff or maybe free stuff. I'm not entirely sure because I don't know all the details, but like she seems to be loving that and stuff. I see like her posts for it a lot. It's really cute. So that's another really good program, and I think only like 90 something girls get selected for that, so that's a selective one, and you have to like be aware of deadlines. I think the Victoria's Secret Pink one closes by the end of the month. And then this semester I will be a campus ambassador for a company called Lula, and Lula is great for, especially for people who have cars on their college campus, like parked on campus. You can rent out your car to other college students, and basically you just like hand off your keys at some point, then they can rent your car for like a few hours, and you get paid like an hourly rate that you set for them to have, and then they just bring back the keys at the end, and everything's insured, so if you're worried about like accidents and stuff like that, I just think it's a really cool like app, especially because I actually went to an entrepreneurship club meeting, and the founders of the app came and spoke there, and I thought like their whole like process of starting this was really cool because it's like a relatively new startup, and it's not just in Miami where I am, but that is like where their office is, but it's located like all across the country, so you can just sign up and then post your car for rental there, and I'll drop a code below for that if you want to sign up. I think you get like $10 in ride credit, which is really cool, so yeah, look out for that. And then the last side hustle, and my absolute favorite, is start a YouTube channel or be a social media influencer, but I'm picking YouTube. Obviously starting a YouTube channel is kind of difficult just in terms of like having to put yourself out there like I'm doing. It is kind of tough, but it's really, I feel like it's really rewarding just in terms of like expressing yourself in this way and just like sharing information with people and kind of knowing that you might be like helping someone or like giving advice that they like is really cool. And then, you know, most importantly, you're looking for money if you're watching this video, and I'm not gonna say it's gonna pay like immediately because it does take a bit to be able to monetize your YouTube channel. You have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 total watch hours. I was lucky with the way I started my channel with my college decision reaction video. That kind of that got me to my 4,000 watch hours like really fast, like all on its own. It took a few videos to get to 1,000 subscribers, and I actually posted my first video, I think was in May. That was the college decision reaction video, and I first monetized my channel like end of November. So it's not going to be like this instant process, and for other people it's going to take like a lot longer than that. I just had that like first video that basically did most of the work for me, but like most people aren't going to have that if you don't start with a video that's going to get that many views. That was just kind of insane how that happened. I haven't actually like received any money yet. I think it'll be like in the next few weeks I'll get my first YouTube check. But when that happens, I'll probably make a little video and talk about that process with you guys. But I think I'll be making like a good amount of money from that. So it is like a pretty good business to get into, especially if you do have a video that has a lot of views. And then what goes along with having a YouTube channel can be brand sponsorships. This is another thing that's not gonna happen like immediately. That's something that you probably have to have like a fair amount of views and subscribers to get to. But I did like recently secure my first brand sponsorship, which has been really interesting and something I did not expect at all. You might have seen like me like comment about them or have like info about them in my descriptions on like past videos. So if you want to know more about them specifically, you can check that out. But I'm just going to talk about like in the general sense of brand sponsorships, that it's like a really interesting thing. It's very different depending on like who you're partnered with, I'm sure. This is the only one I've done so far, so that's all I really know about. But I'm excited to see what more comes with that. But I'm sure you've seen like lots of influencers partnered with like fashion brands, like beauty brands, stuff like that. And like this is something that they contacted me actually through like Instagram, and then we've been like emailing back and forth, and they liked my content. Basically they felt like what I promoted was something that fit with their mission and decided that they wanted to partner with me that way. So I would definitely say like having a niche for your YouTube channel is like kind of good. Like mine's more like college lifestyle type of thing. Having some kind of niche is good for like attracting brand sponsorships. And as you grow your channel even more, like you can definitely secure more. I'm at like I think like 1.5k subscribers. Shout out to my subscribers, love y'all. But yeah, hoping to even grow it even more. And sponsorships, like it kind of can work different every time. Sometimes they just pay you a flat rate. Sometimes they'll pay you like a monthly like price just for like continuing to promote them. And you can also sometimes get commissions depending on what like the product is that you're sponsoring. But yeah, so that's like a really good money making opportunity. If you do have a YouTube channel, I would definitely look into that. And I think if you have like 2,000 subscribers, you can sign up for something called like Grapevine, which I think is a platform for finding brand sponsorships if you don't already have them. So those are like my little side hustle things. Once again, I'm going to drop the promo/sign up codes below, and it benefits both of us if you use them. So I will like link those below for you. And in addition to these like side hustles, I do have a couple things. They're not like, I would say like necessarily side hustles, which is why I'm kind of saying them separately, but they are like really good investments that I want to still share with you. The first one is called Shopkick. This is great if you either go to like grocery stores or like go shopping a lot at these kinds of stores, or if you just like have a lot of time and you want to like drive around to these different stores. What you do is you sign up in the app, and then when you go to a store, sometimes you can get points in the app just for like having gone to the store and being there, and you can like check in the app. And then it'll also have like a list of items that you can scan, and you get points just from like going around the store and scanning those items. So something I've done is like when I've gone grocery shopping with my parents, like, you know, like while they're like shopping for stuff, I'll just kind of look around for the items that the store is listing because I'm already there, so like why not? but most of the time I forget about it when I'm in the store. So like I could probably have gotten a gift card by now already if I actually remembered to do this. But I think it's like 2,500 points gets you like a $10 gift card to a place that you choose. They have like a lot of really good options, I would say. I think like Sephora, Foot Locker, or like two that really interested me when I saw them. But I would say that's like a good app to check out if you do this kind of thing very often. And then the other one is this app called Acorns. It's basically kind of like a long-term investment type of app. You can start off, I think, just by like putting in like $5, or actually you can do something called roundups, which is you like link your bank account or debit card with the app, and like every time you make a purchase, it'll basically round up the amount you paid for that purchase and invest that. And like once you get up to $5 in roundups, it'll invest that, and it invests it across like a variety of accounts. So you have to like go look in the app to see like what it's investing in, and you can kind of set preferences for like how conservative or how like risky you want to go. I think I just have mine to like the middle because it's simple, and I don't even understand a ton how investments work. Like, not gonna lie, I don't, but it does give you a cute little chart that shows you like the like potential trajectory of your funds. So like I can scroll it and it'll be like at age 23, like I could pull out this much money, which is pretty cool, especially because like I think I also have it set to invest like $5 a week. Like, so that's like a passive thing that I'm doing like automatically, because it's really good to set aside money. Because for example, if I do reach like, I don't know, like age 25 and then all of a sudden like my house floods or something, like it's good to have this kind of like emergency fund to pull from, like set aside. And I was already like planning on setting aside like money in some way anyway, and since this is something that's like being invested also, I think that's a really cool thing to do, and it's like very low risk. Like I haven't lost any money. I've only like gained money since putting stuff in there. So I would suggest doing that. But that was the last of my like money making opportunities to share. And if you have any more that you know and you want to recommend them to me and other people, like drop them in the comments below. I'm always interested to learn more about what you guys are doing. And thank you once again for watching. I will also drop the promo codes below, and they help both of us out, so don't be afraid to use them. And I'll also like say what their benefits are when I list them. But yeah, thanks again for watching.